Today is about the power of you. You will change the world.
Welcome to Turning Point with Patrice Williams.
We can be whatever we dream.
Enhance the way you think about successful entrepreneurship, empowerment, and politics to live your best life.
Fulfill the highest, truest expression of yourself.
And now your host, the authentic, impactful influencer and coalition builder, Patrice Williams.
Hello. This is Patrice Williams with Turning Point. That hasn't gotten old yet. It's still hot. That's a great intro. Oh my goodness. It just gets me all fired up. I am so excited. I know I say this every day we're live, but I am excited. I even I was telling our guest, and you're going to meet him in a minute, that I even put on my dress today because I was so excited about this organization that we're going to be talking about. I'm excited about our guest. I'm excited about the topic. I'm a small business owner myself, and I know the value that this organization that I'm about to bring on, I know the value it brings to our community and the difference it makes, because I know the difference it makes to me personally and professionally. Well, with that, I'm going to bring them on. Hello.
Good morning, Patrice, and your viewers. How are you?
Good morning. I'm so excited. I already told you I'm excited. I'm thrilled that you're here. You're here to talk about the challenges of running a small business during COVID-19, the pandemic, and how the SBDC can help. Tim Murrill, you are the executive director of the Solano Small Business Development Center.
That's right. Well, thank you for having me, Patrice. I'm excited to be here, and I've been looking forward to this, and want to say congratulations on the success of your show. I mean, Turning Point is just, it's growing. I mean, it's famous now. Way to go.
You know what? From your mouth to God's ear.
It's true. You've done a great job with it.
Thank you. Yeah, this is season 2, episode 3. So we're moving right along. We are moving right along. So I want to make sure that everyone knows that the chat is live. We can see it. We've just put on the screen. We're welcoming Tim to Turning Point with Patrice Williams, and you small business owners, I want you to go ahead and put your questions in the chat, and we can see them, and we'll integrate them as we normally do. Tim, I'm hoping you'll start with SBDC. That's a term that we hear. What is that?
Yeah, it's a great question. It stands for the Small Business Development Center, and there's actually a number of small business development centers around the country. I think there's almost 1,000 throughout the United States, and so our center covers Solano County, my hometown. So my home county. So and our focus, our mission is to help support the success of our small businesses. And the definition for us of a small business, by the way, is up to 500 employees. So it's probably 99% of the businesses in this county. So that's what we do. And, we've been doing that, all along. But boy, this year, I guess I would add to that mission statement, it's more than just helping to support the success of our small businesses. A lot of what we've done is to help more of our small businesses survive COVID. And, we've been working overtime and doing everything that we can think of to help support our businesses through what has been a pretty rough go here the last 10 months, especially.
Well, tell us a little bit about your service offerings.
You bet. So our service offerings really go into 2 categories. First, we have just an awesome team of business advisors. all of our business advisors have had their own business or currently have their own businesses, years of expertise, and they will work one-on-one with our SBDC clients to help them with whatever they need. And you're one of those, Kate Patrice. You're one of our star SBDC clients. I mean that, and it's been great to work with you. But we have, we now have just under 1,000 active clients that we work with, and boy, that number's grown. At 2018, that number was only about 200. So I think we're so pleased about the fact that the word's getting out that we're here and that we can provide help and resources. I really appreciate coming on this show to tell more people that we're here, because we don't want to be a well-kept secret. We want to be a resource to as many small businesses as we possibly can. So that was sorry, I got off on a little bit of a trail there, but that's one half of it, is the one-on-one advising. And by the way, that's free. There's no
I've been waiting for you to say it.
Right. I mean, I often refer to us as we're the probably the largest business consulting organization in Solano County that you don't have to pay for. It's a tremendous value. And I'm, a former business owner myself. One of the reasons that I got involved with the SBDCs and do the work that I do is because I've found out how hard it is to be a business owner. This is not for sissies, as they say, right? This is hard stuff. And so I was like, I sold my company, and when I did that, I said, you know what? I want to dedicate the rest of my career to supporting small business owners, because I know how tough it is, and that's why I'm here.
So guess what?
What?
This is the first time, and I told you I was excited. This is the first time that I brought on a guest and forgot to do the bio.
It's okay.
Okay, we're going to pause right now, because I want to tell people all about you. And I promise you, I did that because I really was that excited to jump in there and talk to you.
Love it. Enthusiasm never gets old.
So let me tell you all about Tim Murrill. Tim is the director of the Solano Small Business Development Center, the SBDC, and is passionate about using his business experience to serve and support the small business owners throughout Solano County, and to lead his team of business advisors to do the same. Prior to leading the SBDC, Tim served as a senior management roles, including the director of global sales for FedEx and executive vice president of a healthcare company, Murrill. He also was a former business owner and partner of Prediction Analytics that was acquired by Experian Corporation within 3 years of its inception. He is the member of the board of directors for Travis Credit Union and sits on 2 locally based faith-based organizations, New Vitality Ministry and Boundless Grace Church.
Thank you, Kate Patrice. Yeah, I was starting to tell that when I left FedEx, I thought, well, I've worked for this big company. I know probably what I need to know about business. And when I started my own business, I found out there was a lot of things I didn't know that I needed to know. So, and unfortunately, I didn't even know about the SBDC at that time. I wish I would have. Oh, wow. Because I would have been all over that resource. But anyway, it's, so it's here. So thank you for reading that. And if it's okay, I'm going to come back to your great question about what services we provide. Yes. And we talked about the one-on-one consulting, but the other part of what we do is we provide a lot of training and workshops. And we've had to shift to, like everyone else, to doing those virtually now. So they're all over Zoom. But just last year, we just finished up the year. We did over 100 training sessions and had over 1,000 business owners attend those. So they're really popular, and we covered topics, spanning lots of different areas. Everything from how do you market during COVID, because it's different. How do you pivot your business, and adjust yourself to this environment. Cash flow management, obviously very critical right now. Things like, just coming up with your strategy and a plan B, and then leadership topics. Leading in a crisis is not easy. And so we covered that. And then we did a number of webinars related to reopening. Remember back in May when we actually got to reopen? People didn't know. A lot of the businesses, especially the retail restaurants, what do we need to do to be in compliance, and what, all that stuff was changing all the time. So we did 18 different webinars on a segment by segment basis to help with that. So anyway, those are some of the things that we do. We also have a really cool service that we just started about a month ago called BizRx. And that allows anyone that either is a current client, or if you're not a client, it's a great way to kind of get your feet wet with the SBDC. We offer a 1-hour consultation with one of our business advisors to just really walk through kind of a SWOT analysis: strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. To just provide some advising of where are some areas that. Where are the strengths, and where are some gaps that maybe we could help with, or provide maybe some advice on. Again, that's absolutely no cost. So
it's free
to take advantage of that.
It's free. Well, I tell you, and as you know, I am a fan of SBDC. I believe the first time I met you is when I was a consultant for SBDC. So I was doing consulting. So so I knew how powerful all the other consultants were. And so I've always utilized and tapped into the services. But then during the pandemic, I had 2 businesses, and I'm like, I better get in front of this. I need the talented consulting and voice of the Small Business Development Center. So I sent a message over there, and you all have helped me get 2 businesses back on track. The transitional home that I run, and also the outreach firm that I own. And I tell you, I make sure I make my appointments, and I on a regular basis. I take copious notes, and then I leave off 5 hours after I talk to my consultant, and I put everything that she tells me in action.
Awesome. See, that's why you're a star client of ours.
That's why you're a star client.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Because that's, it's a team approach. I mean, we can provide advice and consulting, but we can't be there, every day to do the things, right? But that's great. I appreciate that description, because that describes, kind of the typical relationships, especially when they work well. Is, if you get on that kind of ongoing basis, this is a journey, right? It's not a one-time, have a conversation and we never see it again. We really value the relationships and being able to walk, right beside you through this journey, however long it is. So.
Right. And then I want to make sure that everyone knew that the breadth of services. Like, I've talked to you all for so surrounding the PPP and the EIDL loan, and then that conversation included positioning myself and really working on my credit, So I had a conversation with my consultant about that. She gave me resources to increase my credit. My credit, I did what she told me, and my credit and my husband's credit went up plus 40 points
Awesome.
in 2
Yeah.
months. She's worked with me on marketing. The marketing consultant gets a marketing consultant. That's off the chain, because I'm a great marketing consultant, but not for myself.
We all need a coach. I have one.
And so marketing, sales, just literally every single aspect of my company. I wouldn't make a step without you all. So I just wanted to kind of give that kind of full-throated, like, this is what it looks like. And I believe I put the website up, but I'm going to do that again. You have got to get on this website, and what would they do? Would they go to kind of a sign up?
Yeah, great. Go to Solano, SBDC.org. And if you're not an SBDC client currently and would like to become one, there's a big red button on the homepage that says apply now. Can't miss it. Just click that. It'll ask you a few questions, and someone will call you and have just a short conversation to make sure that we understand what your needs are, so that we can match you up with the appropriate business advisor. So that's the first thing. But there's a ton of resources on there. That the website is where you can register for some of these training classes that I mentioned as well. You just go under the calendar, and you can see everything that's upcoming, and all of those classes again are no cost. So just register and show up and learn and contribute.
That's right. Last night I was on the site, and I signed myself up for a few classes, and
Awesome.
And also Lisa on my team. Lisa, just so you know, I signed you up too. So let's jump into the interactive chat. I know we have some questions waiting for you. Hello, Anthony. Do you work with nonprofit organizations, Tim?
Yes, a great question. We get that a lot. Unfortunately, we do not. And the reason for that is our funding partners. We're funded primarily by the SBA, Small Business Administration. And, our agreement with them is that we work just with for-profit. So I wish we had flexibility to do that. And to be honest, I definitely have conversations with nonprofits and because I love them and we need them, and but as far as like our training and our one-on-one advising, unfortunately, we can't do that at this point.
But the good news is I can refer them to, if you have a nonprofit, Solano Community Foundation. That's where you should go, and they have really great, I don't believe they have one-on-one, but they have really great virtual training that can teach you a lot. And Anthony, I know you have a question about grant writing, so I would say let's contact them, and I believe they have a grant writing training.
I also believe that for the women-led small nonprofits, the Women's Business Center, they are able to work with nonprofits. So that's another resource to check out.
Very good. Very good. And if I can find it, I believe it's ed2go, ed with the letter 2 go.org. And I'll try to double check that link. But I believe they have training like grant writing A to Z. And it's $125. So I'll try to find that while we're live, so that way it goes to all of our platform. And so Anthony says, thank you. Yes. Let's see. And I saw another question. Our new city council person, Jason Robert in Vacaville, says SBDC is a great resource.
Jason, thank you for that, and congratulations.
Yeah,
we love. If I could just say, is, speaking of Vacaville and just to talk about our cities for just a second. Man, I am so proud of our cities, so happy that they have stepped up big time through COVID to do so much. Vacaville has done the small business grant funding. Fairfield has done that. They had a $400,000 fund. Vallejo has done that. Benicia has done that. I mean, the county, Solano County, did. We've just completed, because we were involved in administering this grant along with our host, the Workforce Development Board. But that was a grant program for about $2.5 million, and that has helped a ton of our small businesses. And just partnering with the cities through this has been incredible. And by the way, all 4 cities, Vacaville, Fairfield, Benicia, Vallejo, all support the SBDC financially. The only way we can provide these services mentioned at no cost is because we're getting help, right? The SBA funds us, California, the GoBiz office out of state California, and our local cities. We couldn't do this. I mean, without that support. We went through a period back in March, about a 6-week period. We had more new SBDC clients related to folks needed help with COVID than we had in all of 2018. So we grew 2018 by 200 clients, and we were over that in that 6-week period. We can't do that without the funding. So thank you to all of our cities and the county for the support.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see if there's any other questions. And then I want to ask you about, I know I believe there's a second round of CARES funding. And I want to know if there's any, are you open to talking and mentoring our youth, talking about the beginning, middle of how you got where you are now? Oh, I think that's a personal question, sir.
Anthony, I love your question. I am wide open to doing that. I think my email address is somewhere on in the chat or something. Feel free to reach out to me, Anthony. Love doing that. I really, we do some programs. We've gone in and done things with the high schools. Locally, we spent a fair amount of time at Solano Community College with the business dean of business there, and go in and speak to those students. And I have 4 kids, and 3 of them are entrepreneurs and own their own business. So because I started them off early, and I'd love to spend time with with kids, or the folks that are haven't quite jumped into their career, but they might think they might want to be an entrepreneur, and doing everything we can to encourage them and help them.
Yeah, and just so you know, Anthony McDonald runs a nonprofit. I believe it's Leadership of Men. So it is a powerful mentorship organization, and he is doing amazing things even through this pandemic. He just finished a hoodie drive all throughout the county, and he was collecting hoodies, and then he did this big blowout campaign to come do a drive-through and pick up your hoodie.
Oh wow, that's awesome, Anthony.
Yeah, he just dropped us the link.
That's great. I love it. Look forward to connecting with you.
Yay. Okay, and awesome. And Tim, did I get your email address okay?
Yes, perfect. Yep, that's it.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's jump into resources that are, and opportunities and programs that are available to small business owners.
Absolutely, you bet. So a lot of the need right now is frankly cash, right? We need funding to a lot of folks do, to kind of get through, especially the shutdown period. a couple of things to mention to you on that. The state of California came out with the Care Relief Grant about 2 weeks ago. And this is a $500 million fund, covers the state of California. And it will provide grants of up to $25,000. And it just depends on the size of your company, number of employees, and revenue. You can apply online for it. Actually, the application period is open now and will be through January 13th. And so I really encourage you, if you haven't taken advantage of that, that you get in there and apply for funds for your business. And the website to go and apply is care, C-A-R-E, well, I'll just say carereliefgrant.com.
Okay.
So CARELIEF grant.com.
.com, not .org, but .com.
.com. That one's .com. Yes.
Okay.
And if you have any questions about, when you get in there, it's a pretty straightforward application, but if you need any help, of course, the SBDC is here to assist with that. But so that's a great resource. The other thing that's upcoming probably in the next couple of weeks here is with the last stimulus funding that was approved in Washington over the holidays. There's going to be another round of the PPP, the Payroll Protection Program, coming, and it's going to be very similar to the last round. There'll be a few changes to it, but as soon as we have information about that, we'll be sending that all over the place, doing Facebook posts and emails and whatnot, and we'll of course have updated information on our website. But definitely be on the lookout for that, because the PPP of course provides, and this part will be the same. It's basically 2 months of whatever your payroll is. And it can cover payroll costs and rent, and maybe other things. I think if you're making a mortgage payment, a few other operating expenses, but that will be clarified for us by the SBA here in the next couple of weeks. But anyway, be ready for that. And what happens there is that is a forgivable loan. It is called a loan, but it's forgivable if you use the funds for the purposes that they outline. And actually for that one, you would apply through your whoever you bank with. If your bank, maybe it's a smaller local bank or something, if they don't do that, there are other places that you can apply, like lendistry.com, lendistry.com. You can go to, and because I know there's several nonprofits on your show, I want to let you know that that PPP and this California Care Relief Act that I mentioned, you are eligible as a nonprofit to apply for that as well. So don't forget you're left out. It's nonprofits, sole proprietors. If you're a small business, you're eligible.
That's wonderful. Should people be, if they've applied and received the PPP, the first round, is it time to try to convert that over to a forgivable? Is it a forgivable loan, a grant?
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, you do need to apply for forgiveness, and you really you need to work with your bank that you took that loan out with. They should all have applications, or they're working on it. It seems like they're all in kind of different stages. So, but that definitely does need to happen, so that you can erase that debt, right, and not have to worry about it.
When do you? And I'm asking because I'm not quite certain how it works, even though I know I'm going to be talking to, I believe, an arm of the SBDC that works with the financial
Yes, yeah, finance center. Yeah,
Finance center.
yes.
So would they connect through Solano SBDC and then ask to be referred over to the finance center?
Yes, yeah. If you know, the sort of gateway for everything is to come through our website, and once we understand, you know, what you need help with and what kind of questions you have, if we can't answer them at the local center, you know, we're part of the Northern California SBDC region, and we have access to experts in about every area you can think of, including finance. So yes, yeah, absolutely. Just come through us, and we will refer you to the expert that you need to get the answers that you're looking for.
That's awesome. That is awesome. So I'm looking through our feed. I see we're making connections here. I love that. I love that. But I don't see any questions. I think that's because we were thorough.
Hopefully that's what it is. Can I mention one other program that folks might be interested in? We operate a program here at Solano that we just started last year called Next Level. It's NX Level. And did you ever go through Next Level?
I did, but then I feel like it didn't happen for a while.
Yes.
Now, is that okay?
Yeah, they'd offered it several years ago, and then you know, it kind of went away for, I don't know, 5 years. But it's a great program, and that, you know, as I came on board, I was like, no, we need to bring this one back because it's a great program. What it is it's a maximum class size of 12 people, because we want there to be some real good connections and relationships built in this. And we want to provide a lot of you know, focus and interaction. But it's in this group of 12, it's an 11-week program where you meet once a week. We'll have a different expert come each week to you know, talk about their area. It might be things like you know, accounting. We'll have an accountant, you know, come, or tax person. You might have a real estate expert come. You might have an attorney talk about legal things. You'll have a marketing expert come to talk about research and how to, you know, how to grow your business. All these different things. But as you're going through this 11-week class, one of the things that you're doing is either writing, if you don't have one yet, or rewriting your business plan. And at the end of the 11-week period, you actually would present your business plan to the rest of the class.
Oh, I love that.
And even though some people might be a little intimidated about that, folks do great because we're supporting them and helping them all the way through. Because the other element of that, in addition to the classes every week, is that you are assigned at the very beginning to one of our advisors. And they work with you in between classes every single week to, let's say if somebody comes in 1 week to talk about marketing, we'll help you in that next week with that marketing section of your business plan, right? So that by the time you get done, you just have a great plan to help take your business to the next level. That's why we call it Next Level. And so I encourage you to do that. Now this is one of the programs that you do have to pay for, because we have to pay a licensing fee and books and whatnot, but it's $375. Okay. I would have paid like 10 times that when I started my business.
Absolutely.
I would have known about it. And also, actually, it's cool because we had US Bank step up that just told me this a couple weeks ago. They're going to pay for some scholarships for this next class in spring.
Yeah.
That's, if that's an issue, we might be able to help with that. So, but I encourage you to check that out. We're going to have orientation classes coming up in February on that, and you can find out more about that on our website. And the orientation will tell you, more details about, how the program works and what to expect. But we'd love to see some of you in that program.
Awesome. I just summarize all of that in
Oh, look at you. Wow, that's impressive.
okay,
Multitasking all the way.
multitasking, and that's just such great information. I just wanted to make sure that it got out during the broadcast.
Sure.
So,
That's great.
yay, that is awesome. Well, are there any other parting words, any thoughts?
You know, for me, if you're a small business owner, I just want to encourage you. I have seen some incredible leadership and perseverance over the last 10 months like I've never seen in my entire career. You know, don't quit now is what I would say. Hang on. We're going to get through this, right? Vaccines are coming. You know, I know it's maybe a tough moment in time right now, but you know, better days are coming, and I just encourage you to hang in there. And you know, a big part of that, from what I've seen of the business owners that I've seen that have pivoted and stayed at it, they had the right mindset. You know, mindset's everything in this. If you think you can survive and get through this, you will. And if you don't, you won't. And that's as simple as that. That's that. If I had to say that, what is the common denominator of the businesses that you know, have really persevered and in some cases thrived through COVID? That's it. Right mindset. So that's what I would share with folks. And I tell myself that every day too, because you know,
can I just say thank you for your commitment to small business owners. I read your bio, and you could be doing anything right now. You could be in Hawaii, drinking Mai Tais or whatever they do in Hawaii. I don't know. I haven't been there, but you could be doing anything. And you are taking your background and your skill sets. You're bringing on amazing consultants, and you're exactly who we need this moment in time in Solano County.
Patrice, thank you for that. That's really encouraging to me. You know, we all have a mission, right, and a purpose, and we need to be doing what we're put here to do, and that's what I'm trying to do. So, and it's an honor. I mean, this is an honor to do this work. It really is. I love it.
Okay. So I know everybody else is thinking you too, but I just want to
thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you being on. It's great to connect with your crowd here, man.
Yes. I have a feeling that you're going to have a lot of people that are going to get the word and go ahead and sign in. So I hope you have the capacity to take on 1,000 more people.
Absolutely. Bring it on.
Yay. Okay, awesome. So I'm going to put you in the waiting room. Don't go away.
Okay.
And I'm just going to sign off and tell everyone goodbye.
Thanks so much.
Except for the person that's calling. I hope y'all can't hear that. Awesome. Thank you again.
Thanks so much, Kay Patrice. Thanks for having me.
Oh, my pleasure. You see why I put on my dress? Tim Murrill. He does amazing work there at the Solano Small Business Development Center. This is Kay Patrice with The Turning Point. Next week, we're going to have guests that's going to be talking about insurance and life insurance. And we are just going to keep bringing amazing programming. Also, though, if you would like to advertise with our show, we are going to be doing a limited amount of ad slots. We want you to do that with us. We are reaching a lot of people through social media, but the new announcement is we are also going to be on Vallejo Community Access Television. So all of our shows are now going to be shown there. So we're going to extend out the reach. We're reaching out to other community access televisions. And so you're going to get a lot of bang for your ad dollar. So with that, I want to say goodbye. And if you miss the intro, hold on, because I'm going to bring up our outro. But while I do that, I also want to remind you to share, like, and share. If this is great content, like and share it. If you know small business owners, I want you to tag them. They need this information. I am a walking testimony for the Small Business Development Center. They're affordable. If you can't afford free, but it's more than just affordable. You need to spend the time with the information they give you, putting it to action. So if this is information small business owners need to see, I want you to tag them, okay, and share it. So with that, hold on. I'm going to bring our exit in, and I will see you next week on The Turning Point. Bye.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Turning Point with K. Patrice Williams.
Something better is always possible if you're willing to work for it and fight for it.
Don't forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment. And never miss a podcast or live stream by visiting our website, imkpatrice.com, or connecting through social media @IamKPatrice on all platforms.